Latest on Tropical Depression 05L, which is formed today in the Atlantic Ocean over the main development region. As of 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10.4 degrees north, 48.5 degrees west, maximum sustained winds of 35 miles an hour with a minimum pressure of 1,010 millibars at this point in time. CDPS rating of stage 2 in potential Lesser Antilles Islands, where it could be impacting in 3 days or so time. Significant damage possible. This is mostly limited because of its small size at this point in time. Bridgetown, 777 miles away in Barbados. Kingstown, 884 miles away at this point in time. And Castries City, 880 miles away at this point in time. We're seeing those bigger numbers, but those will decrease pretty soon as the storm starts to close in. No warnings in effect at this point in time, just because of how far out the storm is from locations right now. 3 days from any potential impact. Warnings should start to pop up tomorrow, though, later in the day, 24 to 36 hours from now if this persists. So going to be on high watch to see those start to pop up. We'll make sure to give you guys the latest on those. Here's some of the computer models. GFS run, slow in the uptake with the storm. Significant amount of the models don't have it as something stable for a very long period of time. And even if they do have it very weak, the NHC forecast does call for it to reach hurricane intensity, though, at the end of the 5-day time frame, which is something we have to keep an eye out for. You can tell the general track that it wants it to take with the GFS falling, that precipitation and cloud cover. If this system actually becomes a hurricane strength storm, we could be having major red flags coming from Puerto Rico and Hispaniola, where right now the most likely odds are for this storm to be in about 5 days' time. Sea surface temperatures more than enough conducive for development, 27s, 28s, and a bit of 29s around the area of the storm. That will continue throughout its life right now. The main hindrance will be wind shear for the time being. Wind model here, this is another GFS run here. You're going to see it start to crawl up in the bottom of the screen. You're not going to see any greens because the GFS is, again, slow in the uptake. It doesn't have it being a tropical system for very long, and if it does, it has as a very weak tropical storm or tropical depression most. You can see the kink in the rotation on the screen right now come through the Lesser Antilles into the Caribbean Sea towards Hispaniola and Puerto Rico. If the HWFR is right, and that is the outlier, we could be seeing a much more severe situation, and we have to keep our eyes out for that in particular. Right now, chance of tropical storm force winds, these are National Hurricane Center numbers. Bridgetown, 43% chance at this point in time. Kingstown is at 37%, and Castries City at 49% for the time being. Other numbers are actually a bit higher. There's a few at 50% plus that we need to keep extra close attention to. Now, this is the model I wanted to show, the individual graphic. This is what's holding the intensity guidance up a lot. The HRF has this being a Category 4 storm, which is almost certainly way out of proportion, but the small size will make this storm very prone to fluctuations in intensity. So we could see some rapid intensifications if conditions are favorable for it. For the time being, though, we are expecting minimal hurricane to strong tropical storm at the point in time where the HRF has the storm reaching that intensity. Also got the satellite imagery here. Infrared, you can see, still disorganized, but more than organized enough to be a named tropical depression. You see 98L out there off the coast of Florida at this point in time, starting to burst up in convection, looking for very likely development there by tomorrow or Tuesday. And there is actually another invest in the Gulf of Mexico, 10% chance of development over there. It's a weird vorticity mess, but we're keeping an eye on it. Stay tuned for the latest on 05L and everything else in the world. You can find us on our outlets. Use the website force13.com to find us there with that dash in the middle. You can also find us on YouTube if you're not here already. Make sure to subscribe to. We're Force13 all in text. We're also on Facebook, Force13 all in text to find us there. And that's also our Twitter handle there, at Force13, to get in touch as well. You can help the project become even better by becoming a patron. All contributions are invested directly back into the project. You can talk to me on Discord at RealStratBecker, #6931, or use the link in the description to find out more information. Speaking of Discord, you can actually find us there as well. We have our public Discord server link in the description below, and you can contact Fool13 at extension 9094 in Discord to get in touch.